Alright, so this week we are actually reviewing Footloose because Sebchek wanted to do it, but Ryan and I really wanted to see The Thing because it's a prequel, kind of a remake, but we all saw The Thing tonight, so we're going to give you a quick synopsis and a review and how to enjoy The Thing. Barry, go ahead. Give me your review of the film first.
At one point I had a hard time staying awake. I felt like I was going to fall asleep. I remember audibly yawning very loud a couple times and not really realizing it. It happens. But there's parts that I can find redeemable, and then there's just but as a whole, it wasn't good.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Spase, give us your kind of initial review of it.
Okay. I think I didn't hate it as much as you. I didn't like it, but I thought when it worked was when they kind of went with the original format, is everyone in a room accusing the other one of being the thing.
Right.
And that worked, and they actually pulled that off as well, almost as well
I
as
think
the first
so too.
But then it just became like a standard Hollywood horror movie where you always see the monster, and it's running around killing people, and there's nothing left for the imagination.
That you guys both just nailed it. I would say I feel the same way,
This is the parts that you were awake for, right?
Right. I fell asleep but towards the end, but
it's embarrassing.
It's like some of the CG that they used. First of all, instantly they show you the alien.
Yeah.
You know that it's an alien. And it's so close to the original. Well, not the original, but The Thing with Kurt Russell. It's so close to that you want to feel that. You want to feel that tension. You want to feel that suspense. And a lot of people forget this, but that was one of the first major films that used, gave a lot of the budget to special effects and puppetry, and that was a big part of the film. But they, I don't know if it was budget-wise or why, but they split it up. You saw a little bit towards the middle, you saw a lot more towards the end, but they broke it up. But in this one, obviously CG, you can show it whenever you want. And some of the CG in this film was amazing. Some of it was just so good. Creepy, detailed, realistic, and then other shots were just terrible. And they started with the terrible. It's like they hired a company. It's like Matrix had 12 companies working for it. And some of the effects in the Matrix were awesome, some were terrible.
Yeah.
In this one, it's the same thing. Some were just amazing, and some were just totally green screened. We'll fix it later.
Yeah.
That being said, I didn't feel suspense at all. Did you guys feel suspense in this film? That's what the first one's all about, is suspense, and they're alone.
Only in the scenes when they're accusing
they did
the
other.
tooth thing. That scene, and when it's, I'm clear, but are you? When you can't trust anyone.
You can't trust anyone, but those were.
But they threw that. Yeah, they threw that out really quickly.
It's just, it still just goes back to The Thing is just one of those movies. John Carpenter's is just, it's beautiful, and and it's suspense and how it waits, it doesn't show you as much. When it does, it's super gory and stuff, and it's obviously it was using practical special effects, but this one, the part that worked for me the most was when it was a practical effect.
Yeah.
When it was in the room.
Yeah.
Obviously wasn't CG. Those are the parts that was it was kind of squeamish.
Yeah. Those definitely were.
And so, to me, if I was gonna suggest this to somebody and tell them here's what you need to do. It'd be better if you didn't see Carpenter's yet. Honestly.
Definitely.
100%.
See that after this.
Because, for a couple different reasons, but mostly because they're just trying to bring that back, or bring that specialty back.
The one thing that I kept coming back to while I was watching is I just wanted to go watch the John Carpenter one again.
It's this is just the scene where they're in the hallway.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah, there's
instead.
a lot of that's one way. I would say one way to enjoy it is kind of enjoy it from a special effects point of view, kind of where they were at the first one and where they're at now. Kind of enjoy that, and kind of enjoy I like the actress. I know you guys didn't.
I do. I like her a
I
lot.
didn't think she was good at it.
She's in.
She's a lovely lady.
She was a good actress. The lead male character, who's supposed to be American, I thought he was good.
Yeah.
And one of the things I really loved.
I was bothered by him.
I really loved this aspect where there's one guy there who doesn't speak English, and he's kind of out of the circle, but he's the good guy.
He had some
he's
of the best,
one good guy, and he's working on for the side of good. And I thought that was like a really original, something I haven't seen in a long time. So kind of enjoy that character, and go in pretending like it's a video game. It felt very much like a video game to me.
It's the problem.
I think it's gonna do well.
My biggest thing is
I think it'll do decent.
I think it'll
get Halloween numbers.
Yeah.
I went away with this worried about the prequel to Alien that Ridley Scott's doing. That's the first thing that came to my mind. It's like even though I trust him and but like he misses a lot. When he misses hard. And this just it's like looking at episode 1 to like A New Hope and Star Wars. Like it's so difficult that they want me to believe that this is supposed to timeline come out beforehand, and that things like it's so much faster and it's doing like it's so much. I hate that.
And the
aspect.
spaceship looks like the spaceship from Flight of the Navigator.
Oh,
see,
yeah, and it's gigantic.
I didn't like that.
They
whole
show the
set piece.
spaceship. They show you everything from the beginning. They show you that's an alien. They show you what he's capable of. But what I liked about this movie is I liked kind of they were playing against the first movie. They were making the aliens faster. They're more efficient. But that messed up all the suspense. But at the same time, you can enjoy it. I forgot what
I forgot why I brought you guys on.
This is how I think you can go in and enjoy it.
Okay.
Just go into it thinking it's around Halloween. It's a horror movie that's coming out.
But there was no cheap. There's not that many cheap scares.
But like if you want to see some like,
That's
it
what
still
I
had
wanted.
visual cues.
if you want to see some gruesome things.
Gruesome, it's disturbing.
Yeah,
There's
a
really
few
great
disturbing
CG that
images.
are disturbing.
Yeah. Then go in and see for that.
At the very
Or if you want to check off similar shots from the old movie, if you want to put that on here,
On
then
your
you can do
bucket
that.
Yeah,
If
they
I'm like,
definitely.
oh, I've seen that. I remember that.
Yeah.
If anything, I would say go check it out. You'll make sure you see it with people. You'll have a lot more fun if you see it with people.
Yeah.
Like because we were joking and stuff. You know, it was kind of.
It's a joke movie. It's a movie to joke
But
about.
you could still get some enjoyment. Yeah.
Go to the liquor store and buy little bottles of liquor and then put them in your soda.
And I really love the credit. You don't see this a lot.
Oh.
The movie played out in the credits. Like it shows a name and then it shows kind of
one thing I want to say.
a tail end of the credits. I love that. And you really don't. I've seen it maybe in 3 films, but I love the movie playing out in the credits.
Me too.
And that's one thing to wait for and look forward to because you get a lot of story from there and it's really good.
This is kind of random. What I really liked about the end credits is that it seemed like a similar font from the original. I don't really know.
It was very foreign.
You know how old movies, the credits sometimes bounce?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like those were doing that as well.
The
Like,
beginning,
just a small
I love the
touch I liked.
beginning and I love the end. And I love parts of the middle. Other than that,
So
I like the end.
You like
I
the
like
other
the
parts
very
that you were awake for again.
alright, I fell asleep for 2 seconds. I know what happened. I know everything that happened. Alright, thanks for watching.
Check it out.